You guys, if there was a fly on the wall in here recording my life, um, it would be so entertaining because I am okay. I want to say something negative, and then I'm struggling because my this is every minute, every moment of my life. Let me start from the beginning. I want to say a few things, and then I'm going to get into the video. Um, so I think I need to start. You guys, you know what? I was burning sage. Let me start. I'm gonna burn a piece of sage while I do my If I can look, can I walk into the bubble gum? Okay, so I'm gonna begin with my affirmation. I effectively communicate my story to those who have concerns. Sharing my story will help facilitate my healing. My story is reaching powerful people who have the knowledge and ability to help me obtain justice. I'm a Black woman, descendant of chattel slavery. I'm a Negro. That the ancestors will help me improve life for Black Negro people. I will help Black Americans finally live in harmony. This February the 12th, 7:33 p.m. And it was a full moon. I don't know where the moon's at now. I want to say a couple of things. You know, I'm going to get into this, and I really need to do better about just sticking to this. I've asked you to stay with me. Say I'm going to make the video short, but realistically, this is a lot. And realistically, I probably need to make the video at least 45 minutes at a time to get everything out. I'm about to talk about, I think, October 2020, 2019. They have been harming me. It's 2025, okay? It was during COVID. They broke in my house, did a lot of things. Um, they prevented me from being an attorney. They did horrible things to deprive me of my civil rights, okay? So it's a lot more information. And I can't do 20 minutes. It's going to probably take 45 minutes to an hour. If it's going to take you, I want you to follow along. I want you to understand. And again, I understand that it can seem convoluted, that I'm all over the place, but that is the, it's, how, see how I go blank and the words don't come? It's the nature of the beast. I'm suffering cognitively because I'm a victim of anti-Black hate crimes. How I'm suffering is um, severely, and it's impeding on my ability to live. And you know what, guys, I want to say, and you know, all stuff is going to rush in my head. And I might put this here. I told you they ruined my credit on purpose. Okay, they in a divorce in California, everything's supposed to be half. They gave all the money to him. They did not. They didn't pay any of my bills. They gave me the debt, and they gave him all the money. And on this court date I'm talking about, I said that. And I don't even know. The court reporter is in cahoots with them. Um, so it's a couple of things I want to say before I go straight to the video to the what I've written. Um, First of all, I explained to you that I am an Airbnb because they ruined my credit. My son's trying to lose weight and get fit because he got a little gut living in a hotel, eating from a microwave, eating noodles and stuff. And my son was skinny his whole life; he was thin. So I want to get him an Apple Watch so he can uh, measure his beats per minute. Um, and it's a whole thing where you get in a certain zone. And so I applied for Apple Card to buy him a watch. It was $35 a month. I was declined. And maybe I'll put it in here. I was declined $35 a month. My husband makes over $250,000. He probably makes between 220, 250. And I'm speculating. When we divorced, he was over 180 because it was 180 for his salary plus he had other benefits that took him over, like phone and different stuff like that. He's changed jobs, but he at least makes $200,000 because he's not going to go backwards. I just know this. Okay, I'm homeless. I can't get a home because they want my credit. I'm going to put in here, listen to what I'm saying. This man I married in California. We've been married for over 23 years. I am not eligible for a $35 a month Apple Watch because they want my credit. And that's forehead. That's probably another 3 videos at least. Maybe two or 3 videos. Probably like 2 more videos. Maybe not the next one. It might be the next one actually. It'll be the next 2 videos. And so I want to say that. And also, you guys, in the last video, or one of the videos, so what I did is I've gone back to my first video and I've been, I'm gonna have to do it again. I've been time stamping the videos because I know it's a lot. So if you're looking to help me legally, or this is a news story for you, and you just want the facts and what's important, I'm going through after I do the video. I think this is 10. I just finished 3, updating it, going in, time stamping it. Then I'm putting it on the website. Judge Heidel is a racist, and then on that website, I'm going to summarize what the video entails, so you won't be sitting here looking at me talk crazy for 2 hours. So you can go in and look at specific things. So I think video 3. So when I listen to it again, I timestamp it, and then I remember, I take notes of the documents that I need to put on the website. Okay. Look at me losing my train of thought. And so I talked about the roving room. The roving room is where they rate judges. During the course of this happening, probably like 2020, the roving room stopped taking comments about Judge Lawrence Riff. They said it's too many, we have to stop. That their platform could not take all the comments. Okay, it's a man, and I've got to find Olin. If you see this, young man, sir, I'm so sorry, sir. I know you're not okay. I know that you are not okay because I'm not okay, sir. You got to pull yourself together. See someone and get centered. If you need me to help you, I will help you. His name is Jeffrey Olin. And you guys, he's an attorney. He made a comment on one of my videos. And I think he's a white man. I want to say he's a ginger. I got to think for gingers. He said, this is not racism. Da 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 da. White men, let me explain to you. If they're harming you, what I suspect, it has to do with, and this is going to be allegedly, the Beverly Bar Association. This is a clique. I think this is organized crime. I think if we all come together, that we can charge them with a RICO charge. I believe that beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay, Mr. Jeffrey Olin, let me tell you about this man. Okay, I gotta find the video. He goes, this is not about racism. He said a black woman did this and stuff to me. Da 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 da. Sir, in my case, it's about me being black. And what happens, let me say this to you guys, and white people, everyone listen. Someone who harms a person because they're black is unethical. It's a lack of morals. It's a lack of integrity. You cannot like black people. I don't like black people. You know, things about them, I'm just not my thing. And that's okay. But when a person harms you because you're black, that's about integrity. There's plenty of white people and non-black people, Asian, whatever, they don't like black people. But they don't go around doing bad things to black people. They just prefer, that's not their cup of tea. And as an American citizen, you have a right to that. If you don't like black people, that's fine. It becomes an issue when our rights are violated. And in the case of black people, I've talked about a video about this. Is the Turkish people? The Turkish, it's a website about the Turkish, it's a YouTube channel with the Turkish something. They're progressive, and they did a video. You know what? I'll go find it. Maybe it was years ago. They did a video where the police acknowledge that they go to black neighborhoods when they need to make their quota or whatever, that they purposely write tickets and violate black people's rights because they know that people are not going to help them. They know they don't have the resource. So in my case, this is about me being black, and the man I married is white. In the Olin case, who knows? He may have challenged, because he's an attorney and he knows the law, he probably challenged the judge, and the judge probably got mad at him, and then they retaliated against him. Okay? I haven't got to the point. Jeffrey, I hope you watch this, and I hope you come and team up with me, because we need to get these people. Let me tell you guys what happened. His son committed suicide. His son committed suicide. I'm going to put it up here, but I'm going to read this to you. This is on the roving room. I will link it below, Judge Lawrence Riff. And you guys, they took him out of the family court. He's now the assistant. He's assistant in charge of the civil rights department. Another woman that contacted me and told me she wasn't harmed as bad as other people that I have in the roster. But she was up like, what in the hell is going on? They put me out of the court. They did this. She is flabbergasted. It's a Jewish woman. They said anti-Semitic stuff. They told her, they said anti-Semitic was a buzzword. They said this to this woman in court. And her thing was a eviction thing, I think. And she was, I have a lot of people on my roster, and I'm lining up to demonstrate that this is organized crime. And when they talk, they're like, what in the hell? Let me tell you, this white man I'm married to, I never finished the divorce because of what they were doing to me. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm still married, and I need to have everything reversed. But he knew. He works for he works with the court. He works for foster care. He's been in the foster care business industry since we came here. Okay, he is a therapist. Now he's an executive in foster care. And I'm gonna say allegedly, I think this has something to do with child trafficking. And I'm saying alleged, and I think that because I didn't understand why he kept getting drunk. He was always an alcoholic since we were young. I'm gonna put letters on the website where he talked about him having a drinking problem since he was 21. He's an alcoholic. And that's one of the reasons why I put up with him, you guys. My husband is an alcoholic. And the court needs to be held accountable, because instead of acknowledging that he had a problem and trying to work through our divorce equitably and fairly and holistically, they harmed me because I'm black. Well, I'm going to tell you what you did. Anyway, Jeffrey, I pray that you come and you got, sweetie, I know you're angry. I read something. I know you're angry. I know you're angry. I know you're angry. You got to heal, honey. You need to get some books on healing. Those thoughts in your head are going to drive you crazy. They're going to drive you crazy. Being a lawyer, knowing that they did this to you and you're a licensed professional. Here, let me stop right now because I was Jeffrey Jason Olin. I'm going to read this to you real quick, you guys. My son Joseph Olin committed suicide on November the 6th, 2024. Because the Los Angeles County Superior Court Family Court Division, specifically Judge Lawrence Riff, supervising judge at the time, before he was fired, Jeffrey, he's in the civil rights department. Some lady's supposed to email me a letter that he wrote her. Okay. My understanding is listen. Yeah, they hiding him. And this Michael Powell got me. Michael Powell's in my stuff too. Okay, it says Judge Lawrence Riff. I'm gonna put a picture of him here. Supervising judge before he was fired from the position. You would have wanted to tell me, Jeffrey, that he was moved. He's in civil rights right now. Commission Glenda VC. This is a black woman, I think. Commissioner Glenda VC and Judge Michael Powell enabled my ex-wife to completely alienate my son from me, legally and emotionally. Though I never ever been accused of abusing Joseph in any way because of his bias, because of the bias of because of aforementioned judicial officers, my joint custody of Joe was stripped from me, and his mom used a bogus DVRO, protecting only her, not him. And let me tell you something. If this has to do with abuse, you guys, my husband abused me for 23 years. I've got letters of him apologizing since 1993. They deemed me the abuser, so he didn't have to pay me spousal support. So, just I'm going to show you a pattern of these people, what they do. Hey, Judge Lawrence Riff, Judge Sarah Heidel, the petitioner, he can tell you who his wife was. You had no idea. And both times in court, I tried to warn you. Judge Sarah Heidel, I told you, you want to harm me? Bring it. You remember that? You remember that justice? I said, come on, you want to hurt me? I'm the one to do it with. Judge Lawrence Riff, before you remove me from the court, I'm intuitive. I said, good God. I said to you, whatever you're about to do, my God's going to protect me. I saw in your face, Judge Lawrence Riff, hesitation. And that's that voice in your head. That's called the conscience. And both of you choose to not listen to your conscience. You go with who you are authentically. Okay? Forgive me, Jeffrey Jason Olin. I pray that you watch this. We need to get them, Jeffrey. And I got other people on my roster who are a party to this hate crime, the cover up, the civil rights violation. They'll have a habit and a pattern of the abuse that they do. Let me finish. So a DVRO, I think that has something to do with DVRO. Maybe you guys forgive me. I want to say abuse. It has to do with like abuse. I talked about the previous video that it's a Jewish woman. I don't know where she is. All that woman was a Jewish divorce. And Judge Lawrence Riff, all these different judges did horrible stuff to this woman. I have her phone number. She's probably in Israel now. They did things to her during COVID. You guys, there is a post by UC Davis. No, I'm not saying it right. It's a post by the college that Judge Lawrence Riff went to, and it boasts about how he did ex partes during COVID. And that's what they use. They use ex partes to harm you. It's a pattern. Everything they do is a pattern. Judge Lawrence Riff, Judge Sarah Heidel. I was the one to do it to. I'm in pain. I'm hurting. I asked God why. Because he's using me. Judge Bruce Awasaki, you know my heart hurt for you. You know you're going to take the brunt of this because you was the one that did the order. You know, Judge Bruce Awasaki, you are the one who's going to bear the brunt because they got you to do the order. And they're going to come out not as bad as you. Anyway, so what they're trying to say, I think it has a DVRO, I think, because the other lady, the Jewish lady, she had a court case number that it's abuse. I think it has to do with domestic violence. That's what DV means, domestic violence, okay? So them having a DVRO on him means nothing to me. They call me the abuser. And this man abused me for 23 years. I have letters where he apologized for the abuse, but they wouldn't even acknowledge. Okay, moving forward. Protecting only her, not him. To block me from having any contact with Joseph for the last 6 years. I filed more than one motion to contact with Joseph for the last 6 years. I filed more than one motion to have Joseph mentally health evaluated by a professional, and both times my request was denied. Jeff, you know you're going to have to take them to court. You know you're going to have to take them to court because they're responsible for your child. Jeffrey, I know that I talked to you and I don't remember really well. I remember feelings. I remember what we said, but you were angry. And this is how they get us. We are emotional. We default to what's called the reptilian brain. That's a defense mechanism. It's a limbic system of, I mean, you guys, I'm struggling. My brain don't work. My brain don't work because I don't sleep. And I'm suffering from depression. My brain has been um, bathing or lack of chemical, possibly. So I'm not okay. And I see it happening. Anyway, so he filed to have her mentally evaluated by professionals, and both time request was denied. Jeffrey, you know they're liable for this. You know you were looking at a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, sir. Not that it's gonna bring your baby back, but we need to get these people out of this court. We need to show the world what these people are doing. The second denial was by Judge Michael Powell. Okay, Judge Michael Powell, I don't remember, but I think he awarded my husband $30,000. Okay, and I had a job since 2008, and since 2008, he made upward of $180,000, and they awarded him $30,000 of my money about them breaking in my home, breaking down my door, coming in my home, taking my stuff, giving my stuff to somebody that stole it from me. Yeah, we can get to my story. So it says, I'm sorry, Jeffrey. I filed more than one motion to have Joseph's mental health evaluated by a professional, and both times my request was denied. The second denial was by Judge Michael Powell. When he denied to enter the evidence, a sworn statement by my ex in which she stated she and my son lived in a daily fear of me on a sponte, I don't know what this means, SUASPONTE, her worst motion. I have PTSD and major depressive disorder severely because of what my ex, and you know what, you guys, I'm suffering from PTSD too. And I could tell that he wasn't okay. I don't remember, did we talk? Did he leave a message? I think I may have talked to him because I feel his energy. And you guys, he was angry. And this is what they do. You don't have control of this involuntary behavior. This happens to black people. This happens to black people all the time. And Jeffrey Jason Olin, I know you're not black. I think you're a ginger. And I know that this happens to white people. This is corruption. This egoic corruption where they're trying to put you in your place. And that's just who Judge Lawrence Riff is. You go on the Beverly Hills Law Association, there's videos of him. He's so arrogant. One day he said on tape, he said, I'm blessed, but you're an evil man. And I thought you was Jewish. Judge Lawrence Riff, I thought you was a Jewish man. And I couldn't understand why you harmed this Jewish woman who only wanted a Jewish divorce. Then one of the complainants who's gonna be part of the all the people who look at me, I cannot talk. The people who are part of my complaint against this court, my roster. Look at me losing my train of thought. You guys, oh Jeffrey, I'm sorry, I keep on stopping. Judge Powell, during COVID, they put me in his court for something when they stole my house. Judge Michael Powell, but the court was dark. That means it was closed. The lady Dahlia, the Jewish woman, they did the same thing to her. They will put you in a court, and the court is dark. This was happening during COVID, and they're going to have a response for it. But the problem is, it's a pattern of this. Okay, Jeffrey, Jason, Olin, forgive me for not continuing. I'm going to power through. I know that he suffers from PTSD, you guys. I do too, and major depressive disorder. My suppression is severe, Jeffrey. Because of what my ex Riff Vise, I think Vise is a black woman, and Powell did to me. Today is November the 26th, 2024. My ex emailed me to tell me Joseph committed suicide and that he was telling me because the mortuary needed my assent to cremate my beautiful boy. He died 20 days ago, and I wasn't told until today. His blood is on their hands. So many families or people been having have been destroyed by bad judge. I am my son, but two. Jeffrey Jason, I have a website, remove Judge Lawrence Riff from the bench. I haven't been able to work on it yet because I'm working on Judge Sarah Heidel's a racist, that website. I've got a website called Remove Judge Lawrence Riff from the bench. We can go to the roving room and get people. We're going to tell the story. Jeffrey, I hope you hear me. And I know this is I can imagine them taking my baby. They took my life, left me in a bedbug hotel, stole all my property because I'm black. And I suffer every single day. Every day in this bed, I don't sleep. I go in and out of consciousness. I hurt. This is the government. This is government sanctioned genocide for me. Jeffrey Olin, I know you're in pain. I know you're sad. But Jeffrey, you gotta pull yourself together for Joseph. We have to get them. We have to get them, Joseph. We have to get them not just for just me, Jeffrey. We have to not only get them for Joseph, we have to get them for all the people they've harmed in Los Angeles. I'm gonna tell you one more story. I'm not gonna say okay. I'm gonna say this quickly, and then I'm gonna get to. Oh gosh, how far have I gotten? You guys, I'm stalling because I don't want to read this. And every day, if you see how in between how long before my videos are done, it's because every day I say I'm gonna do it. Every day I say I'm gonna do it, and I can sit here and work on this video, writing down. I have to read it. The most I can probably. I feel sick already. The most I can. I have these anxiety attacks. So Jeffrey Olin, I know that you are suffering PTSD. I am too. Let me get to it. Okay, you guys, so what I just showed you, I'm going to put it on here. This is from the roving room. The roving room talks about Judge Lawrence Riff. You guys, we have to hold California. Or I don't know. I want to go for the state, but it might just be the municipality. But their state agencies, they're a party to the anti-black hate crimes to cover up in the fraud, in my case. Oh yeah, I gotta GoFundMe. You guys, please hit my There's nothing in my GoFundMe because I never do my GoFundMe. I gotta work on my GoFundMe. I gotta work on my GoFundMe. But I'm so hurt by him. My heart is broken, you guys. Okay, so this is one more. Then I'm gonna read this. I need to get me some water. So I was gonna save this for later because hopefully I'm gonna get her to come on and do a video with me. This is a black woman who has a baby with a white man. And she's a professional college educated black woman. Her judge, just like Judge Sarah Heidel, jealous of a black woman being with a white man. Mad because a black woman is being a white man. They took her baby from her, who's 5. And allegedly, the father is raping the baby. She told me that there are 3 doctor reports showing that the baby has been sexually abused. You guys, she sent me this, but I haven't opened it and I haven't looked at it yet because I have a lot. When I look at this stuff, my heart racing, I feel sick. She told me that she videotaped him picking her up and you see the baby grabbing her vagina. So allegedly, according to this black woman, is that the baby's father has custody. I don't know why he got custody. Guys, earlier in the Pomona court, I got one guy, and I'm going to email him when I get all the stuff together and I get an attorney. Judge Sarah Heidel wouldn't give him joint custody. She said he didn't want to pay spousal child support. She just said it. She had nothing just other than that he black. And the mother was being investigated by DCFS, Department of Social Services. before marijuana was illegal. And I think she was smoking weed and giving the baby weed, the teenager, her son, weed, allegedly, is what he told me. And Judge Sarah Heidel wouldn't give her joint custody. What she said in court, you just don't want to pay child support. And he was a teacher. Okay. So white people who are listening, who are being victims, you guys don't be, leave a message, contact me. They're corrupt. If they harm me because I'm black, they're racist. Okay? If they harm you because you acknowledge that they're not following California code, family code, and they penalize you and do stuff outside of the Constitution, and you're a white person, or they have this crime organization associated with, and this is alleged to Beverly Bar Association. I don't know. Only reason why I say that, it was a lawyer who said to me, I can't remember her name, Garvey or Graves, a black lawyer, said to me why I was trying to get her to file I think it's called Family Code 2122, to it's to terminate, or I'm not saying the words don't come. You guys have a hard time communicating because the words don't come. Like I'm an old senile, old 80-year-old woman. It's like what my brain is like. But it was a California Code 2122. I think it's the number, but it's to the order or whatever the ruling was is to turn it around. The words don't come to me, guys. This is what they've done. Me, I can't speak. I have my moon is in Gemini. I'm an articulate, intelligent woman who likes to talk. And the words, words don't come. Like I'm a senile losing my mind. And Jeffrey Olin, I know you're experiencing the same. We have the same symptoms because I am suffering from PTSD, severe depression, and anxiety. So this judge threatened her. Allegedly, she told me that the judge said she better not hear skit anymore doctor reports. I think she has 2 or 3 doctor reports showing that her daughter was being sexually abused. She's 5, and a white man is raping her, according to the woman who contacted me. There's many people that I have that I've been engaging in. What I'm doing is I'm putting together a pattern of behavior. Okay, so you guys, I've been talking too much. Let me go. So I said my affirmation. The court sends the case to Los Angeles to be treated as a long cause. Make note, when they railroad me with an illegal hearing, it says short 1-day hearing. So I'm going to put that here. Supposedly, sometime in September. Ooh, I hope I haven't said this already, you guys. I'm so afraid I already did this. I wait so long in between before I do it again. So I'm really frustrated, you guys. What I had to do, I had to stop because I had to make sure that I didn't overlap. This is what's wrong with my brain. I was afraid that I was going to repeat a video that I already did. I did it, the last time I did this video was January 17, 2025. Today's February the 12th. So 17, 13, 20, it's about 25 days later. And you know what, guys, I gotta stop this. I gotta do better. I have to be more consistent. I hurt. I'm in pain, but I'm scared. My son is paying for Airbnb. I don't know. He's probably paying $4,000 a month. My son has worked every day since this happened. I'm not functioning. I gotta get this done. I gotta take this man to court. I've got to wrap this up. This has been going on for years, and I'm debilitated. I need help. If you see this video, if you can help me in any way, if you can donate to the GoFundMe, if you can give me legal advice, anything you can do to help me, I will appreciate you. I'm so frustrated. I literally just had to go back. I already forgot. I'm going to power through, you guys, because I know that this is a lot with me acting crazy. So the court sent the case to Los Angeles to treat as a long cause case. Make note when they railroad me with an illegal hearing, it said short 1 day hearing. I'll put this here. See here. Please be aware I am not aware of any of these events. The petitioner filed for divorce September 5th, 2017. Opposing attorney Ariel Carter continues to file premature motions in opponent court. Ariel Carter continues to behave inconsistent with state court procedures and demonstrates that she is aware of the bias in favor of her client, a white male executive who has ties to the family court system for over 20 years. Each hearing is a clear civil rights violation against me, the black female respondent, in the case of Gibson versus Gibson. I was never notified of the case being moved to LA court LA court website. I didn't know it was moved. I learned by going to the LA court website. LA court house is more than 20 miles from my home. What happened, you guys? And I'm not sure how this overlaps. When you look at the dates, and I put it in and I talk about the dates, you'll be able to put it together. What I think, I learned that it was moved to Los Angeles when I went on the website, and I think the same dates. You guys, I don't want to confuse you because I'm trying to remember, and I don't want to confuse them. Keep on going. I went to the website. I believe I went to the website to get information because I was going to file a motion to have Judge Sarah Heidel removed. Because there's no reason for me to go to the court website and look, or maybe they had moved the court date. They had did something. Oh, maybe I woke up. I couldn't go because I didn't sleep. This was the day. There was 2 different times that I couldn't go, and one time I couldn't go. Oh, they moved the day. The second one I didn't go to because they moved it. You guys, I'm getting forgetful. So all the pieces will fall into the puzzle properly when I tell you, and you can go to the website and see. We'll put it together. Okay, forgive me for being forgetful. I just remember things that happened. So what I'm trying to show you is the truth unchanged. I want to show you. I learned that the court, the case was moved to LA because I went to the website, and I went to the website for a specific reason. And I think I went because I missed the court date because I didn't sleep, and I was going to see did she advance the date instead of taking it off the calendar, and that's when I saw they moved it. And you know what? I'm going to get my phone workers. My phone workers are going to substantiate everything because when I say these things happen, I make phone calls. My phone call is going to be on the same date that I say this happened. So moving forward, the petitioner filed for divorce on September 5th, 2017. Opposing attorney Ariel Carter continues to file premature motions in the Pomona court. Ariel Carter continues to behave inconsistent with the state court procedure, demonstrating that she is aware of the bias in favor of her client. A white male executive who has ties to the family court system for over 20 years. Each hearing is a clear civil rights violation against me, the black female respondent, in the case of Gibson versus Gibson. I was never notified of the case being moved. I learned by going to the LA court website. LA courthouse is more than 20 miles from my home. I wasn't receiving any support. I haven't worked in over 15 years. It was a hardship to attempt to drive 20 miles and pay $20 parking fee. Everything was a struggle for going to court. The day of the first court hearing of Los Angeles was October 25th, 2019. I hadn't slept in over 48 hours, you guys. And you know what? I had the day of the first court hearing in Los Angeles was October 25th, 2019. I hadn't slept in over 48 hours. I was suffering from constant anxiety. My life was lived in fear. I would like to discuss the transcripts. October 25th, 2019. Again, transcripts are not accurate. I will reference some of you guys. I'm hoping I didn't do this already. It sounds familiar, but it's probably sounds familiar because I wrote it. I told Judge Lawrence Riff this. Okay, so what's going on, you guys? And these transcripts are not accurate. Okay, um, these transcripts are doctored by the court reporter, and that's part of my suit. I think it's a municipality or possibly the state because the court reporter are a party to the anti-black hate crimes, the cover up, and the corruption. I believe this is a RICO violation. I think this is a criminal organization. Okay, so I'm going to read this. I told Judge Lawrence Riff that I was unable to participate in the hearing because of medical issues. Ariel Carter lied repeatedly. She had lied under oath without hesitation. I remember reading this. So I haven't done it yet, I don't think. Due to the lack of sleep and post-concussion syndrome, I struggled to understanding. I didn't understand or comprehend everything that is being said, and I struggled with train of thought. If I'm in a conversation or there are multiple conversations, I'm slow about processing my thoughts. Okay, this when I'm talking about at this time, it was from I had post concussion syndrome, and I was sleep deprived. Now my mental state, my cognitive ability is quadruple worse. It's before during this time, I just couldn't focus and pay attention. When now I have horrific train of thought. I forget when I can't. The words don't come to me. Okay. Of thought. If I am in a conversation or there are multiple conversations, I am slow about processing my thoughts. The judge could say something, it will take me longer to understand, or I may not understand at all. Meanwhile, other conversations are going on by but I miss the conversation. And why I'm saying that is which I tell you about this nasty lawyer. I got other stuff on her. Hey, Ariel, I got dirt on you, and I want to tell it right now, but I ain't gonna tell it. I'm wait till I get a federal, I get an attorney, and I got some stuff on you because you just be doing too much stuff. You got too many people hating you. You evil. When you evil like you are, you get a bunch of enemies. You know you guys. They got some man that made a Twitter account with her. Some lady that made a YouTube video about how she lied of the Department of Social Services. Oh, this is corrupt. This is organized crime. And I got something on you, Miss Ariel Carter, and I can't wait. I'm sorry. And I went, oh, really? It's like that. Okay, okay, husband. Yeah. Anyway, due to the lack of sleep and post concussion. Okay, so what happened? Why I'm saying, you guys, she was talking, and this BITCH just lied. She just a effing liar. I wasn't gonna file something against her with the Bar Association, but I am. She doesn't. She needs to get her license removed. She just sitting there lying, and I can't. Like I can't understand. I'm telling her, like, bro, I haven't slept. I don't even know what y'all talking about. I don't even know what's going on. She's talking and she's lying. Anything comes out of her mouth, she's just a lie. And I'm trying to understand what she's talking about, but I don't know what she's talking about. And even when I put the transcripts on the website, you're gonna see they talk to her. Normally, Judge Mathis court in civil court on TV, somebody makes an accusation, the opponent is allowed to respond. They never ask me anything. They never talk to me at all because I don't matter. Because I'm a black Negro descendant of child slavery, and we don't matter in the state of California. Due to the lack of sleep and post-concussion, the judge asked specific questions about submitting documents. I believe it is a reference to a declaration of disclosure. Judge Riff says Judge Sarah Heidel had covered this topic. If you look through this transcript, okay, so, and this is why I think he censured me. There's something called the Declaration of Disclosure, right? I think I'm saying it right. And I think you're supposed to send it to the opponent. Or submit it to the court. Maybe you send it to the opponent. Because I did this. I went to, you guys, I did what I was supposed to do. I did. Okay. So what happened is, okay. So he's saying, this is what he says. The judge asked specific questions about submitting documents. I believe it is referred to the Declaration of Disclosure. I'm getting ahead and I need to stop doing that. Judge Riff says, Judge Sarah Heidel has covered this topic. If you look through the transcripts up to this date, Judge Sarah Heidel doesn't ever cover any of these topics in my presence. She and the opposing attorney obviously have multiple interactions without me. She only verbally attacks me. I do not have the transcripts from the restraining order. You know what? I got to pay for that. I asked the lady about it, but I gotta get that order from the hearing. Blah. I do not have the transcripts from the restraining order, but during the hearing, John Slauson guided us through the hearing to ensure that we understood the process. Judge Heidel never did any of this. I was in the dark about everything. Judge Sarah Heidel knew this and used it against me. And I know that I sound convoluted, so I think you don't understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna be conscious and speak slower. In the transcripts, Judge Lawrence Riff says he asked me about declaration disclosure. If you go through the transcripts, Judge Sarah Heidel never mentions anything about declaration of disclosure. Okay? And why I bring up Judge Slauson, and I later learned, like 6 months ago, I actually looked at the divorce case, and it's a stamp. This Judge Slauson was supposed to be assigned in my case. They gave this case to Judge Sarah Heidel because she knows my husband, you guys. I know this, okay? So Judge Lawrence Riff is saying something about declaration of disclosure. I'm trying to remember, but I think it might be telling you all your assets or something like that. And he's saying on the transcript that Judge Sarah Heidel spoke about it. Never. Okay? On page 4 of the transcript, Judge Lawrence Riff discusses why Heidel sent the case to Los Angeles. I haven't read, you guys. When I read it, I felt sick. When I wrote this, I was like, I gotta go back and read it. Jeffrey Olin, I'm suffering from anxiety and depression. We need each other. Contact me. We are going to get them. I got other people that are party to their corruption. Okay? This is our purpose. It's our purpose to get rid of these people and get some ethical people in the family court, in the court judicial system. On page 4 of the transcripts, shoot. On page 4 of the transcript, Judge Lawrence Riff discussed why Heidel sent the case to Los Angeles. He states because it was a long trial. I corrected him and explained why she moved it to the court. This is extremely important. They moved the case because it was going to be a longer than usual trial. But Judge Lawrence Riff eventually sanctioned me without cause, bullies me before the pre-trial issues are covered. Okay, so let me tell you. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, you guys. It's a couple of things to this. He's saying that it's so many inconsistencies with the court. He's saying that why the judge moved it to LA. Remember, this is 20 miles from my home. Okay? He says it's going to be a long trial. I've probably already put it here. On the trial, they have this is on the wall in the courthouse, short trial, because they were trying to get rid of me. They did not let me I not got no due process. They followed none of California Family Code 2000 to the end. They followed nothing. I'm going to show you beyond a reasonable doubt that I'm a victim of anti-black hate crimes, fraud, and the cover-up. On page 6 of the transcript, I can't confirm the testimony of Ariel Carter. As I have explained, I wasn't really cognizant. It is important that I communicate my inability to focus or understand. I'm saying what I read on here. What I read, I don't know if she actually said it because I wasn't coherent. I hadn't slept in more than 48 hours, and a post-concussion interfered with my ability to process what is being said and being able to respond appropriately or even organize my thoughts. What I have noticed for studying the transcripts and based on the events, I do recall the transcripts are doctored. Testimony that was made at a different time or court hearings and entered inaccurately testimony, but it isn't accurate. Okay, so this is what I've noticed because I remember bits and pieces. Something. Oh, I'm not gonna say it right. I'm not gonna say it right. I have to go back and look. He says something on the transcripts in the January court date. It's either January the 2nd, I think it's January 2nd, 2020. Judge Lawrence Riff, there's something on the transcript that he says. It states it on the transcript in January 2nd, 2020. But he says it on October 25th. I may have my dates wrong. I'm getting better. You guys, it hurts when I read it. It just, I literally get sick. It hurts. So to go back to the transcript and read it, I'm debilitated. That's why Jeff Olin is saying he has PTSD. You guys, they have F me up. So I may not be saying these dates accurately, but what I'm telling you, what they do with the transcript, they cut and paste, okay? And the people, the transcript people, oh, they're part of this too. They are with this is anti-black hate crimes. I want to say by the state. Once I get proper representation, they may choose to go after the municipality, but I think it's the state. Ariel Carter gives testimony that there were orders that I didn't comply. There's nothing I didn't do, you guys. I don't recall her saying that. Also, this is because they set me up. Also, but this time there wasn't any order that I was aware of that I was out of compliance. Please read between the lines. They were setting me up and I wasn't aware. Notice I responded to the best of my ability. If I heard Ariel Carter say I was out of compliance, I would have asked what she was referring to. But this is them trying to frame me to be this angry black woman. Here's the thing. I spoke to Judge, y'all know Judge Joe Brown? That's my friend. And Judge Joe Brown was yelling at me, talking all crazy. I said, Judge Joe Brown, I was in a 23-year marriage. California is community property. I didn't have to complain. This is why when you read the transcripts, I do nothing wrong. I say nothing aggressive. I don't do anything wrong because this is community property. I just want to have. I was hurt that my marriage was over. This is my soulmate. I didn't care about the money or all of that. All I wanted was fair. This judge, Sarah Heidel, is a racist. And she didn't like the fact that I was married to a very well-to-do, successful white man. And it's another lady, and I want to say your name to this judge, but I'm going to get you later. We're going to come for you later. The judge that gave the black lady's baby to the white man, allegedly, who's raping his own daughter, this is California. Hey, husband, they don't know who they clueless as to who they harm, do they? They don't have any clue, do they? They about to find out, aren't they? Ariel Carter gives testimony that there were orders I didn't comply. I don't recall her saying that. Also, by this time, there wasn't any order that I was aware of that I was out of compliance with. She's a liar. This is what it says. I gotta go back and look at the transcripts. I wrote this a long time ago, and I just revised it for this video. So I gotta go back and you guys, and like people drinking stuff. Like my husband's a drunk. I may have I'll try to do a cocktail with it. I'm just not a drinker. Like I entertain a lot. In my home, I had a wine cellar. We had a full bar. I'm a mixologist, but I try to maybe have a glass of wine or a margarita to take the edge off. I'm just not a drinker. I don't like the way drinking makes me feel. So I have medication and stuff, but it just makes me sleepy. So I gotta sit here and power through. I literally feel sick. I literally feel as I talk. I don't feel good. And so you know what, you guys, I'm going to show you. It says peace per minute 6 minutes ago. This doesn't sound like a lot. My resting heart rate is 65 beats per minute. I know that because I have an Apple Watch. The same reason I was going to buy my son an Apple Watch. I use my Apple Watch for when I work out, so I can measure my beats per minute to make sure I stay in a certain zone for 20 minutes. And you can't see, but it says 6 minutes ago that I was at 106. Is it because I'm excited? No, you guys, I feel sick. Okay, we're gonna try this. I'm gonna try to speak slower and be calmer and see what happens to my heart rate. Ariel Carter gives testimony that there were orders that I didn't comply. I don't recall her saying that. Also, by this time, there wasn't any order that I wasn't aware of that I was out of compliance. Please read between the lines. There was setting me up, and I wasn't aware. Notice I responded to the best of my ability. If I heard Ariel Carter say I was out of compliance, I would have asked what she was referring to. And a lot of times I had to speak over them because they wouldn't allow me to speak. The lady who I talked to today said the same thing to her, that they would keep cutting her off. Notice Judge Riff doesn't give me the opportunity to respond or refute any of the accusations. Please notice how, you guys, I'm having a hard time right now. Ariel Carter says I'm out of compliance. I would have asked what she was referring to. Notice Judge Riff doesn't give me the opportunity to respond or refute any of her accusations. Yeah, you guys, I gotta stop. I'm gonna try to power through this. I'm at 105. I'm gonna speak slowly and calmly and see what happens to my heart rate. Okay, it's not off the chart. It has gotten higher when I was here. This is anxiety. My resting heart rate is 65. Okay. Please notice how in every transcript there's testimony missing. The judge says something about Family Code 2104 through 2107. I don't know what this means, but I suspect the judge is leading or coaching Ariel Carter. Page 7. The judge asked Ariel Carter what we disagreed about. Why does he ask her? Because he's a moving party. Why does they don't talk, they don't let me speak? This is a blatant lie. How can she answer the question? We never had a meet and confer. According to California Family Code 2100, according to, you have to meet and confer. We never met and confer. I got a stack this long about the family code that I got to read you guys so I can find, so I can go through and show all the violations. You guys, I listen to audiobooks. We never discussed anything about how to come to an agreement. Originally, Simon Budhwani from C.O.R.E was going to try to attempt to negotiate. So going back, the attorney that they gave me money to pay, the judge Heidel gave me $5,000 to pay this attorney. Go back to May 3rd, about May 3rd. You guys, this wasn't very complicated. We had marital assets. We were splitting. He could have just negotiated with her. When he saw that the judge acted biased on May 3rd, they didn't want to be my joint lawyer anymore. They gave me my money back. After talking to me, after having multiple consultations, they never billed me. I think they may be in cahoots with this. I hate to say allegedly, because I've emailed them a couple of times and they haven't responded. After I go and revisit this, I warm up to people, and I like Simon, and that's how I am. If I warm up to you, you put people on this pedestal, you don't want to believe that they're not who you thought they were in the beginning. That happens to me a lot. Okay, so he says, what are the issues? She says something. She tells lies. We never talked about it. We never met and conferred. How does she know? We never met and conferred ever. Okay? If you recall, this is why both attorneys requested to move to May 3rd. So what happened, they gave me money in April, I think, for the attorney. You guys, I may have told you this, but as I review and summarize it again, I'm going to put the documents on here. She had the first lady that appeared on his behalf was a black woman. I forgot her name. I forgot her name. But I you know what? I gotta tell myself to put it here. Put it here. What I did when they gave me money for an attorney, I called his attorney and asked them to refer me to one. I asked my husband's attorney to refer me to an attorney. You guys, this was a divorce. My marriage was over. I was never angry or mad. I was hurt. He used me for 20 years. You guys, I can't, I don't want to go into the mental anguish that I experienced with this man. Why he's angry? Because we would fight all the time. And we would make up. It was our pattern. It was our cycle. He was angry. And you know what? I got the photo. I'm going to use it in the federal lawsuit, husband. We went to dinner. How your face looked. We went to dinner last time we had dinner. How your face was awful. And he was nasty. You guys, he moved out and I didn't know where he was at. We went to dinner. He thought he was going to come home and sleep with me. I don't know where you been. To mention on my anniversary, he went with San Diego with some woman. And you guys, I am so easygoing. I'm laughing to myself. This is why he's really mad. He's nasty. I love my husband. Okay, I'm not even going to lie to you. Brothers, please don't be mad at me. This man's my soulmate. And I think you're like, oh, you crazy. Yeah, pretty much. This was my soulmate. I had been through so much with him. You guys, I had back surgery. I had a lot of physical things happen to me over the course of our marriage, and he just wasn't empathetic. He was just nasty. He just went like he married a very strong black woman, and progressively things happened to me, being black in this country, and he didn't like the fact that I was suffering. When I hurt my back, I suffered from chronic pain every day of my life since 2008. From 2008 to my surgery in 2016, I had chronic pain. And this man could care less. And that's men. You guys, I didn't know this was the man I married. And what happened was I never had to lean on him. When I had to lean on him, and maybe this is very typical in marriages, when things get complicated, he knows I'm heartbroken by what he's done to me. But maybe this is typical when hard things happen. You lose a child, you go through the loss of a job, it weighs. And this is what caused the division and the break. The court is charged with making sure everything is equitable. When y'all look at everything, it's beyond the reasonable doubt. The only judge that ruled in my favor was Judge Slauson. And the crazy thing was he was supposed to be the judge originally. I'm going to investigate this. I'm going to get an investigator. There's something rotten in Denmark. And I do know it has to do with me being black and Judge Sarah Heidel not liking black women. Okay, I don't think she likes women. I called a lawyer and she heard my name. When you Google Judge Sarah Heidel, my stuff come up. And she was in the Pasadena court with the attorney. I said, she don't like women. Me and her talk. She was like, yeah, she don't like women. She probably got issues with her mother. You guys, I'm an empath, and I always say that if I'm gonna do other videos, another series. If you know who I am, my God is good, and I'm divine. I have this gift that I know stuff.
You're Tony, but since we're friends, I get to call you Tony Macaroni.
Listen up, you heard that was what's her name? Siri. Siri, you were really funny. You heard that? Is that? Oh my God!
I'm glad you think so.
Okay, Siri, stop. I'm talking.
Okay.
You guys, wait a minute.
I don't know what you heard about me, but a bitch can't get $1 out of me.
Hey guys, how are you? My name is Aziz Budhwani. I'm a lawyer, and I work with real estate agents quite often. Obviously, as a divorce attorney, we do need real estate agents, we need brokers, we need experts to testify as to the values of homes, and sometimes when our clients can't buy each other out, there's no choice but to sell. And in that situation, my go-to personally is Keystone Realty, Samir Rai. He's always doing real estate deals for my clients. He's always providing me brokers comps. And then he's networked so well, he allows me to trust whoever he recommends for even mortgages. So Simon Budhwani, C.O.R.E Law Group, your local divorce attorney.
I'm really sad, y'all, because my intention was to do this one and then do another one. This is October 25th date. I need to do December 18th and I think January 2nd. I'm going to probably put December the 18th and January 2nd together. What's happening, you guys, is that I'm sad. Like, let me say this to you. I'm going to read. I'm going to keep going. I can't power through. I'm in pain. And I want you guys to see, if you see this, I need someone to help. If you just want to help talk me through this, I got a friend, Professor. Professor always says great stuff in the comment. That's my friend. That's my friend. Oh, Professor. I'm like, oh. But I need help. And I know that's what it is. I can't do this by myself. And we're groomed not to ask for help, but I can't do this by myself. I'm gonna push forward so I can get done. I'll do December the 18th and January the 2nd on the next one. Maybe I can do it. I should have just said, yo, I be talking too much. I'm just gonna let y'all know why it's 9 o'clock. I'm planning to do this since I woke up this morning. I got out of bed probably like about 10 or 11. Okay, so please be aware, no one asked me what I wanted. Please read all the transcripts. They never asked me what I want. Ariel Carter lies, saying I want to keep this house without giving any equity. He told me his lawyer, Ariel Carter, was his girlfriend when we went to my daughter's college graduation. Again, I am not sure of the accuracy of the testimony because I hadn't slept in over 48 hours. I suspect they have been falsified because I never remember Judge saying I shouldn't worry. I never remember worry because we were not doing anything on that day. I thought it was because I wasn't able to follow along because of my mental deficiency. Okay, so I don't see this on the transcripts. On the transcripts, it says, okay, you guys, I'm sad and I'm annoyed while we're in court. Okay. He says, what are you angry about? Like, he's chill. Like, I'm thinking I got a good judge this time. I'm thinking, okay, it's good they moved me to this man, okay? He says to me, what are you angry for? Like, why are you mad? We're not going to do anything today. And I thought he was saying, well, we're not going to do anything today because first I said, bro, I'm not mentally able. And secondly, I think, when he said that, I thought he was saying that, okay? So let me tell you, the transcript gets doctored for October 25th, and they lie and they mislead you about what occurs. Why they put in, you guys, I got to dead rights for so much stuff. I just got to keep going. So, on October 25th, he made statements that I thought were inappropriate and biased to Judge Heidel, but he really wasn't aggressive and angry. He even said to me, why are you mad? We're not going to do anything today. December 18th, I'm going to do in the next video. December 18th is where they have a fake ass Vexatious. So there's a hearing to deem me Vexatious. And this is one of the major, the biggest civil rights violations that they've done. Another Latin attorney, I think, took him to court I emailed him recently. I don't think he responded. He was up and coming. He and I used to talk about Ben Crump and how he was over here doing what he was doing. I emailed this man. It's a Mexican lawyer who used to be in civil rights. When he first was coming up, he was cool, but now he's part of Beverly Hills Bar Association. I'm not gonna speak too soon. This is an organized crime. It's an organized syndicate. Okay? And why am I telling you about the Mexican guy? Because he took them to court for oh God, what am I talking about? Deeming people vexatious. So they deem you vexatious, so you can't. What they did was they tied my hands and said that I couldn't file anything. Oh, you guys, it gets really deep. It's the appeals court. It's party to it. It gets really bad. As I sit here, it's coming to me what's actually happened. At the court, he wasn't really being an asshole. Judge Lawrence Riff, what happened was on December 18th, I called Judge Sarah Heidel a racist. I got to cut something out that I said. So as I read this, it's all coming to me now. Because the transcripts were not, and remember, I'm forgetful, so I'm not sure everything that was said. But the things on the transcript do not line up to my recollection. And the main reason is because Judge Lawrence Riff said to me, why are you upset? We're not going to do anything today. Because I was not awake and I wasn't coherent. Judge Lawrence Riff, bro, you need to come clean and make this clean. You need to take care of this. And you need to, bro, if you're smart, you're going to take care of this really quickly. Let me tell you why. I said, you want to give me all the debt and give him all the money. And something I said, I could see in his face where he was alarmed. Okay? So I'm thinking, moving here, y'all gonna see in January. I'm like, hey, Judge Lawrence Riff, when I first come in, when he harmed me, I'm like, hey, I was slept. I came late, you guys. They got me 20 miles away. Okay? I'm like, hey, I slept. I was rested. For the most part, and I was in a good mood in January. I think it's January 2nd, 2020, or maybe January 7th. I think it's January 2nd, though. So I was like, hey, Judge Lawrence Riff, I'm in a good mood. I'm happy. I'm like, okay, we're going to get this done. I'm going to get rid of everything. And I moved this court. I got rid of this racist lady. And y'all, he do it unthinkable. I ain't going to tell y'all, but what I think, why, December 18th, see, I read it, and I did it last night over my head. Okay, y'all wait till the next video. The next video is December 18th. And why he harmed me in January is for retaliation of what happened on December 18th. I shouldn't be laughing. This is not funny. It's like these people are relentless. I'm going to power through and then I'm going to wrap this up. I don't remember what I did because I said something I probably shouldn't have said on here. Ariel Carter was his girlfriend. Okay, the guy I was married to told me that Ariel Carter was his girlfriend. Ariel Carter was his girlfriend when we went to my daughter's college graduation. Again, I'm not sure of the accuracy of the testimony because I hadn't slept in over 48 hours. I suspect that they falsified because I remember Judge Lawrence Riff saying I shouldn't worry because they were not doing anything on that day. I thought it was because I wasn't able to follow along because of my mental deficiency. So, and you guys, I'm going to let this be a part of my court documents. I did on February 2nd when I put this together because I make notes when I do stuff because I'm so delayed. See page 10 of the transcripts. And I believe it's October 25th, 2019 transcripts. See page 10 of the transcripts. I give testimony that I want a fair divorce. I tell the judge I haven't identified assets because page 10, line 10, line 15, the judge makes reference to this case being 2 years old. Okay. So this is him trying to set me up and push it, okay? My husband filed. What I think he filed to scare me. I think he was mad and he would do this type of shit with And you guys, after my back injury and him closing the toilet, I was at a place when I was like, I can't do this. It's time for me to be happy. And so he filed in 2017. All of 2018, he left 2018. That's when he went with the girl on New Year's Eve, our anniversary. Then we had dinner. Then I don't know if I can find these emails or I can get Yahoo to get it off. He started sending me emails about going with my daughter. My daughter was in college and she was in Europe. So last year in college, she was in Europe. We were supposed to go together. He ended up going without me, okay? When we would fight, he'd email me. This is my husband, you guys. And I love this man. I know y'all like, B-I-T-H-T-H, crazy. Yeah, this is my husband. And maybe I'm just reminiscing the good stuff. This was the bad stuff and the good stuff. What he would do when we would fight, he emailed me like, he'd be on this website with all the like trips and stuff, Travelocity. I'm not saying it right. Some site he would be on to find trips, like golf, like he golfs. So we'll go to Palm Springs for golf. We'll go to San Diego. So when we would fight, he never could say, Tony, I'm sorry. He never could say. Sometimes he'll give me flowers, you guys. He wouldn't even give me the flowers. He put the flowers in the kitchen. This is a Taurus. This is y'all and women. You might like, this is a man. This is a man being a man, right? But he would rarely ever say, I'm sorry. What he would do is he would take me places. He'll send me an email like, it's a bargain in Vegas. It's this thing in San Diego. And right now, you guys, I feel guilty. I feel I'm sad that I didn't respond to him because my life has been such a shit show. He sent me an email about picking out an itinerary schedule. The word's not coming to me what I want to say, but the plans or the itinerary. That's not the word that I want to use, but it won't come to me. The arrangements, the itinerary, the schedule. That's not what I want to say. He emailed me different stuff and saying, here, figure this out. It says here, he sent me an email saying, let's make plans for to see Blair, my daughter join while she's in Europe. I didn't respond to him, you guys. And what he wanted, I don't know what's wrong with this man. Okay, I honestly, he was an alcoholic. 2016, 2017, he was acting really crazy. I think I caught him with a hooker at a hotel. I don't know if I told y'all that yet. I told y'all that I was driving and I pulled in and I saw a car go by. I'm like, I'm going with a hooker, y'all. An African hooker. Okay, this man was like, he was drunk a lot. He'd go on binges. Okay, so I was just exhausted. I suffered from chronic pain for years. I woke up every day in pain. You guys, I wasn't nice when I was in pain. I'm not gonna tell you. I was prescribed Vicodin and Percocet. I ain't a drug user. I mean, I think I may use the like Vicodin like 3 years later, like maybe like 2 years ago. Okay, I would cut them in half, and I would actually use them more for my period than on my back. The drugs were not taking the pain away. It was making me high. And I knew that. Okay. So to be honest with you, sometimes I wasn't very nice because I was in a lot of pain. Okay. I wasn't the most lovable, I was in chronic pain. And he was not empathetic to me. So there's times that I wasn't so nice. And so going back to what I'm saying to you guys, what he would do, this is 23 years, he would email me something, like make arrangements, make plans. What do you want to do? I think reservations or something. So I'm trying to say the words won't come. But he sent me something for Europe. And you guys, let me tell you something honestly, and I know you're gonna like this when you hear this to the white guy. I regret not responding to him. I really do. He would do shitty shit, and I'd just be nice, and I'd go along to get along. he sent me a request to like, well, he said, well, let's make plans. The email was like, let's make plans for Europe. It was like May or June of 2019. Maybe 2018 was 2018. That's why he was mad at me. This is why I'm talking about why it was 2 years. So he filed. I didn't get a court date from the time that he filed. I didn't get a court date until like 16 months. And this judge is saying it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years because he didn't do anything. He filed the motion. I responded wrong. I don't know if I told you about me going to the self-help, okay? Anyway, this is taking a long time. Let me push through. I'm going to push through, you guys, because it's taking me too long. See page 10 of the transcripts. I give testimony that I want a fair divorce. I tell the judge that I haven't identified assets. Page 10, line 10, line 15. The judge makes reference to the case being 2 years. It's 2 years old because the petitioner filed, then abandoned me and misled me. Testimony is missing because I tell the judge it's been 2 years because my husband was waited 14 months to move the case forward. He did to ensure that Judge Heidel was the judge. Please look at the original divorce documents. Judge Slauson was supposed to be the judge. He was the only judge who ruled according to the law. I make mention to my spouse wanting to give me the debt and keeping the assets. This is what eventually happened. They didn't include my debt, but they ordered that I pay half of the debt. So what they did, you guys, on the order, they didn't include any of my debt. Okay, Judge Lawrence Riff sanctioned me for no apparent reason. It's a guy that monitors the court. I found him. He knew more about, this is the appeal. He knew more about the appeal. I'm not gonna tell you, we ain't gonna get to that, y'all. We ain't even gonna get to that. This shit is crazy. This is like twists and turns. I actually need to go to LA and try to find a producer to produce my story. I got a title and everything. I want to produce this to be a documentary of what happens when a black woman marries a white man. This is what eventually happened. They didn't include my debt, but they ordered that I pay half of his debt. Half his debt that was fraudulently. He included debt that he incurred after the date of separation. They eventually ordered that I pay. Please let me remind you. The petitioner made over $180,000. So let me tell you something. One of the things that he did. This is just him being nasty, y'all. He probably was sleeping with somebody because he's really gullible. He's like really, I don't want to talk about him, but he's just not the sharpest knife in the drawer. He's really, okay, I love this man, even after everything he did to me. Okay, this was my soulmate. When you love someone, you love them. I loved him unconditionally. You're going to say how you fix your mouth to say you love this man who harmed you. And if you think that I have an attachment issue, that I am abused woman or whatever, I think to myself, how do I still love this person after everything they've done? So what I'm telling you, because you know I'm going to forget. On the order, okay, so they do all kind of shit on the order. That's just wrong. And Judge Bruce Awasaki, you the one did the order. Judge Lawrence Riff and Judge Sarah Heidel are the guilty culprits. And Judge Bruce Awasaki, you're gonna be the fall guy for this because they made you the judge. And I saw when I left how you looked. You were scared. Okay, you were afraid. And you, Judge Awasaki, Judge Lawrence Riff put you in this. Judge Sarah Heidel. This one woman, Judge Sarah Heidel, this nasty, angry woman, is going to be the cause of many people getting in trouble. This one white woman, lawyers, judges, law enforcement for this one white woman. And I'm listening, you guys. I'm not racist. They be saying white women this, white women that. They tears. White women are my friends, so I don't be thinking like that. But this one white lady is gonna be the one. You know what? With Diddy, it always some woman be the one to be the fall. And this one white lady. Okay. So, what I want to tell you is that like I said, they give him, they don't even, I have debt. And the reason why I have credit card debt is that what we would do every year, his parents would give him a gift between $25,000 and $50,000. Okay? A gift. I marry wealth. Okay? During the year, if we needed to get I'm thinking of things that we did. We need to get a washer and dryer. We want to do a renovation to the pool. We want to, we have a plumbing issue. I would put it on a credit card. Okay? And at the end of the year, he also would get dividends. He had a trust, so he would get dividends. I think the dividends came in January. And Christmas was he get this check from his parents. And you know, the state of California said you live in the custom to which you are accustomed. That's a joke. Y'all saw the bed bugs. We live with the bed bugs. Anyway, okay, I be just talking too much. I'm gonna say this. Okay, I'm gonna say this one story. I'm gonna read it and keep going. Y'all stay with me. Just look and say, this is where I'm at. I'm 15 minutes in. I'm 20 minutes. I'll go back 30 minutes later. Okay. So, and you guys, I just gotta tell a story because it's gonna line up with the facts, and I'm not lying. So, I had an American Express, and with the American Express, we would get points. We would pay on the American Express for my daughter's tuition. Okay, I'm married to a man who paid $20,000 a semester for my daughter, and I'm homeless. Okay, I think we would pay like $4,400, like $4,400, like August, September, October, November. I think December we didn't have a payment, so we paid between $4,000 and $5,000 a month for her tuition. She got a merit scholarship, a partial scholarship. She got $25,000 a year, which kind of paid for the housing. Okay, so, and I'm homeless. Okay, and so what I would do, because my background is finance, I would put the charge for the school on my credit card and have him paid off so I could get rewards. You guys, he's just a hater. He's miserable. I think I ended up buying a Louis Vuitton purse because I had so many rewards. He just being a hater. Y'all, he just nasty. Like, I don't deserve this. This is being nasty. So what he did, he went and got a credit card. So he could get the rewards. This is probably planning on fucking leaving my ass, okay? He got a credit card, and so he started using so he could get rewards. I remember the American Express number, the last four. The American Express on the order is a different American Express. They do so much convoluted stuff, and they know they can get rid of it. Because he said to me, I remember I told you, he said that I'm fighting the U.S. government. How am I fighting the U.S. government when you and I are in court? He articulates it as I'm fighting the U.S. government. The U.S. government coming for black people. And this is my husband is a wigger. Okay, if y'all know what that means, black men, please. If y'all want to come for me, I'll take it. You want to assassinate me? I love you, black man. If you want to assassinate me, I'm gonna let you go ahead and do what you gotta do. I know what the pain looks like, and I know what it feels like. Okay? They did all kind of shit. Anyway, let me go ahead and power through and wrap this up. Last time I'm gonna say that. This is what eventually happens. They didn't include my debt, but they ordered that I pay half of his debt. Half of his debt that was fraudulent. He included debt that he incurred after the date of separation that eventually ordered that I pay. Let me remind you, at this time he makes about $180,000 in 2019. Please notice how when I give pertinent testimony, Judge Lawrence Riff insinuates I'm doing something out of order. Every time I speak, he keeps insinuating. And you guys, I talked to a lady today who was a Jewish woman. She was insinuating. She was like enraged. She was like, they put me out of the courtroom. Same thing they did to me. He wouldn't let me respond. They said the anti-Semitic was a buzzword. And she was, when I talk to people, y'all, they be like, what the hell is going on? This is Southern California. This is corrupt California. Please know how when I give pertinent testimony, Lawrence Riff insinuates I'm doing something out of order. He says that the case has gone on for 2 years. I try my best to explain, but why? But he tries to frame me as disruptive black woman. First, I told him I'm not in a sound condition to have a hearing. After reading October 25th, 2019's transcripts, I realized that the transcripts have been compromised. I remember because in January 2020, Judge Riff illegally removed me from the courtroom. Before he does, he says to the statement, I'm speaking calmly. I'm confident that we can find other court transcripts where he used that exact same statement before violating other person's civil rights. He didn't say that in October. He said that in January 2020. I suspect they doctored the transcripts because sometimes in January I spoke to Judge Riff, clerk. Clerk Cody, I called her to I suspect they doctored the transcripts because sometimes in January of 2020, I spoke to Judge Lawrence Riff's clerk, Clerk Cody. I called her to discuss information I received at the hearing on January 2020 where Judge Lawrence Riff removed me from the courtroom. I had no idea of the outcome. So he removed me for no other reason. And she said to me, I've never seen him do that because they've done so much shit. This is how brazen this man. And y'all, he's a civil rights. He's in charge. He's the assistant in charge of the civil rights department. I called her to discuss information I received about the hearing on January the 2nd, 2020. When Judge Lawrence Riff removed me from the court, I had no idea of the outcome. The documents said I needed to submit documents on January 4th, 2020. I received the documents after the due date. I explained I didn't have the resources to drive 20 miles to Los Angeles and I didn't have funds for parking. The clerk name is Cody. I told her I remember Judge Lawrence Riff saying, I'm not doing anything today. And so why are you upset? Okay. This call should be recorded. I'm going to do a freedom of information request to ask about some of this stuff. Me talking to her, because the way that she acted, the way that she behaved while I was talking to her, I think the phone call was recorded. Okay. He said those words to me. I suspect that she told him about our conversation. I think the call was being recorded because she kept on cutting me off and trying to keep me from talking. So I think the call was recorded. I remember this is important because what later happens that they make accusations that I didn't comply with an order. So remember they're trying to say it was an order in October. There was no order in October. The only thing he did was give me a referral to self-help for declaration of disclosure, which I went. And that's when I found out they had the Vexatious litigant. That's when I went to go do I went to the self-help to do the form declarations of disclosure. The lawyer there was the one that told me that they had me up for a Vexatious litigant. This is when I learned about the Vexatious litigant in December 18th, okay? I struggled to give testimony. Judge Riff constantly interrupt my testimony. He made mention to me having impulse control, which is speaks to my depression and sadness. That's part of I want to say, you guys, I'm studying this. I just listened to a brief audio book this morning because I'm sorry my brain is turning up and I'm getting delayed because I'm frustrated because I'm struggling to think. He made mention to me having issues with impulse control. I remember distinctively when he said it, I didn't respond. I remained silent because I wanted it to be clear that it was on the record. I have continued to explain that I was having medical struggles, having issues with my prefrontal cortex, support my position that I wasn't medically able to sit through a court hearing. So he said that I had impulse control issues when your brain defaults to what's called the reptilian brain, and you're in defense mode, and it kind of demonstrates depression, sadness, like a lot of stuff. I want to say some stuff, and we'll keep going. I need to discuss my continued attempt to request attorney fees. I missed a court date sometimes in September due to migraine and insomnia. So I had to refile. I called the court, but instead of moving the court date, Judge Heidel continues to make my request off the calendar. I called the court later to see if Judge Sarah Heidel advanced the date. She did not. She took the court date off of the calendar. On September 19, 2019, I filed for attorney fees because instead of advancing the date, Judge Heidel took the motion off the calendar. My son called the morning of the hearing, and I needed to point out Judge Sarah Heidel does nothing to accommodate me. She only does things in favor of the white male abusive alcoholic. I'm not mentally able to defend myself as a result of the post-concussion. The depression exasperated from the continued abuse of the court and opposing attorney. The insomnia and other cognitive issues related to the concussion and anxiety and sleep deprivation. It is almost impossible for me to effectively keep track of the events or have proper knowledge to defend myself in a divorce to a white male who is primary wage earner, where there's obviously bias because I'm a black woman without adequate financial resources. Okay, you guys, I stopped because sometimes this thing works, sometimes it doesn't. So me could power through. This is one video. I should be able to do at least 2 videos a day. I'm doing 1 video every 30 days. I got to get my son out of this situation. My son is paying for storage. He's renting me a car. My black son. He's not my husband's son. He's my son. I wanted to tell you something because I'm going to wrap this up. This is really long. Because I sit here and I'm sad and I'm angry. I have to relive this over and over again. There's something I wanted to tell you. I don't remember what it is. Oh, because I want to say things properly. And I feel like I'm forgetting things and I'm saying, I'm thinking I'm not saying them right. I write and complain about what happened over and over again. So what actually happened with accuracy is in the original documents that I have. So I'll be able to decipher. It's just I have a hard time reading this stuff. Okay. There were 2 court dates. And I think I called, I don't remember, you guys. Because one day, I think I couldn't get there because I didn't sleep. And I don't even remember the motions. It was 2 motions. I think it was motions. I forgot the second motion. And you guys, I got to go into court and look. I won't go into court and look because I don't know the last time I looked. I think that Michael Powell, the guy I talked about, he billed me $30,000. Y'all, I swear to God, this gotta be some live network Netflix shit. It is real life. They did this to me. Real life. And when you gonna bug out, I ain't do nothing. This is a California community property state. All I should have had to do was show up. And the judge is supposed to do what the law says. And you see this woman, oh, you know what, you guys, I saw a picture of her. She wasn't, when she was younger, she was ugly and fat. She doesn't look, I'm going to put it on here, see, this is her. Because she went to UC Davis. Because I'm like, why this lady so mean and ugly? I think she's pretty. She was ginger. So I think when I first saw her, I'm like, oh, good, a liberal, nice, liberal white lady, little ginger. She'll be cool. She'll be like, feminist, that's a good thing in that, just equality. But then I searched her. I don't know if I can find that picture again. And I was like, is that the same person? So that's why she don't like women. She was ugly. But it's so funny. I'm gonna put it up here and see if she's the same person. I was like, oh, she wasn't cute when she was in college. She was not cute, you guys. I think she's pretty now. But I'm gonna put it up here. This picture up. I was like, is that the same lady? Anyway, y'all, let me stop. So I want to tell you before I go. Oh, about the court dates. Because, see, she kept moving the court date. And yeah, she kept moving the court date. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to wrap this up. I'm tired. Anyway, thank you for listening. Please, y'all see how much money in my GoFundMe? $30. Shouldn't laugh. I feel confident that I'm gonna be able to raise money. I don't try, you guys. I have to help. I have to call people and ask for help. If you see this video, y'all just give $10. Just give something, please. And as my GoFundMe grows, I will allocate. I will show you where the money went. I'm not trying to win the money. I'm gonna take this man back to court, and he has to pay. When I take him back to court, it's probability they're gonna make him pay what he's supposed to pay. I just have a problem sitting here putting the documents together because each time I've tried, they've harmed me. So I just can't even sit here and think about it. And the lawyers are a party to it. The lawyers are in bed with them. I believe this is organized crime. So thank you for listening. You guys, I need to be able to sit here and do the next one, but I don't feel like it. And tomorrow I gotta start trying to get fundraise. Tomorrow I gotta try to fundraise and try to find an attorney. I didn't tell you about them stealing my property. Get my property to some. Y'all, this should get deep. If you know any producers, I got a documentary for you. It is real. This gonna make you millions. Anyway, thank you for watching.